Hi guys! I took some notes, and that's in my recruit handwriting. You'll learn in boot camp to write in recruit handwriting. It's like all capital letters, and there's certain ways you have to write the letters of the alphabet. And some people think that it's like, oh my gosh, they're really telling us we have to write in this handwriting. Yes, they are. And I think it's a good idea. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to read half of your guys' stuff. So, I went through and watched some of my I didn't watch some of my boot camp videos. I read some of the comments on my boot camp videos and wrote down, because I have a hard time commenting back, and it's killing me that I can't comment back, so I'm going to reply in a video to some of you. I didn't tell y'all I'd be shouting out your names, so I hope you're not mad at me, but, I mean, if they can read it, then they can see it, and then you're putting it out there to be read anyway. The messages that I got, I haven't responded to, and I'm not going to put those on blast, because they're messages, and I consider them private, so I'll answer those when I get a computer. Right now, it's my dog duty. Dog duty is when you have watch and stuff on the weekends. So I had to get up early, I had to stay up late, I've been working my weekend. But I don't have to go muster until, it's only 10, and I don't have to go until 13, so technically 12:45. So I'm going to shower after I do this video. Then do a little bit of dog duty. So, first, Banana1113 and Blitz Chan both asked about P90X. I was doing workout videos, and a lot of people wrote to me that those workout videos inspired y'all to work out, like Banana did say that, and that made me happy. Yes, P90X prepared me for boot camp. I have to say, though, aside from being IT'd, boot camp PT was really easy, and doing P90X and doing Insanity beforehand definitely prepared me, and it might have even been harder to do than certain parts of the boot camp PT. I don't know if I explained getting IT'd. PT is like regular PE class, you know, you run around and you work out, and then IT is individual training, and they do that when you get in trouble, so they'll have people like do 8 counts and push-ups and wall sits. And the one time we got IT'd super bad was 2 hours long. They had everybody in the same house, and there was sweat on the floor. Like, it's not as bad, but back in the day, they talk about making it rain. I need to dust in here already? Crap. They talk about making it rain, and not like money making it rain, but like sweat making it rain. And when you get down to do push-ups, because you have to jump up and go down and jump up and go down, they're like, too slow, on your feet. So you get on your feet, and they're like, push-ups, get there. So then you have to get on the floor and get on the push-up position, too slow, on your feet, and you have to get up on your feet. And they say, 8 counts, begin. So you go down, kick your feet back, do a push-up like this, kick your feet out, put your feet in, stand up. It's like, holy cow. And we do that for 2 hours. That one day was horrible. And the floor was like, the sweat on the floor from everyone, it was like muggy in the air. They called that making it rain because it rained, and it rained sweat. And it was the most intense I've ever worked out in my fucking life. And it murdered me. It murdered a lot of people. And we had our dog tags out, and they said, make your dog tags dance. And so you have to be on the floor doing push-ups, and you had to let your key touch the ground, your tags touch the ground and go up, so they'd be dancing. Anyway, getting IT'd was no joke, and it totally depends on your RTC, so better safe than sorry. We didn't get it as bad as a lot of other people got it when it came to being IT'd. But like a couple females would leave tampons in the head in the bathroom, like wrapped up, and sometimes they weren't wrapped up and they were just left out, like used tampons. So we would get in trouble. The whole house had to get IT'd. Every single female got in trouble for that. Every time something like that happened, we would get IT'd, and it wasn't for 2 hours every time. It was 2 hours that one time, and it was intense. they like to do it right after you already hygiene, so you're clean and you're showered, and then they tell you to IT so that you're sweaty, and we end up wearing the clothes for like 2 days after. It's horrible. So yeah, P90X definitely helped me, but when it came to regular PT, like when we marched to Freedom Hall and then go inside, the only thing that was hard for me was running, but I'm not a runner at all. Running hurts me. Running makes me sick. I get sick every time I go for a long run. And so if you're not a good runner, I would advise running. Like push-ups and sit-ups, if you're bad at that, meh, like you'll get better. Work on that. But running, if you're not a good runner, run now. And in boot camp, we didn't even run as much as we're going to run here. Here in A school, it's going to be like 4 or 5 miles a day, 6 to 9 miles a day, depending on who your MTI is. They will run you literally into the ground, especially if you're not a runner like me. I can barely do the 1.5 miles without dying. Like running 20 minutes straight, you do a 20-minute sustained run in boot camp. You do these modules in boot camp, like you'll do bases, or it'll start out with a 7-minute sustained run? You have to run 7 minutes without stopping, and then a 12-minute sustained run. You have to run 12 minutes without stopping, then 15, then 20 minutes without stopping. And those all got hard, but it got better because we'd run a lot during PT. But running was tough. So yeah, P90X helped in doing the being IT'd, but I would say that I really should have ran more. My knees are so messed up now. Like, boot camp murdered me. But I need to get to start running again, because as soon as I class up, I'm going to be running like a madman all over again. So that was a very long 6-minute, 7-minute answer to that question. Then Mama's Girl 597 asked, she said, you should do your hair and makeup for how you wear a uniform. Well, this is it. I have mascara on from like 2 days ago. I haven't even taken it off. Took a shower. Washed my face, didn't even wash off the mascara. It's like crumbling and flaking. And that's how I've always worn makeup, though. I don't wear eyeshadow. I'll go out, I'll try to wear eyeshadow, but usually it's just mascara. And my hair, this is what it is. Sometimes it's flipped out because of the way that I sleep, but I don't straighten it or do anything. It's just here. And when you have your headgear on, you have to have your hair behind your ears when you have your cover on your head. So you have to have your hair behind your ears. So it's not quite long enough to put in a bun. It's like at that awkward stage where it's getting too long, because in the Navy, I believe the Army and the Marines and the Air Force, the females don't have to cut their hair in boot camp. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure. But in the Navy, I believe it's the only branch left that females still have to cut their hair. I didn't have to cut it the whole time I was at boot camp because I had it short enough. And then I missed the last haircut because I was doing yeoman stuff. And I think I might have had to have cut my hair in boot camp, but I missed it because I was at some appointment for a yeoman brief or whatever. But your hair can't fall. It has to be the collar of your shirt. It has to be above the collar of your shirt. It can't fall under the collar of your shirt. But I'm at that awkward point where it's getting long enough to where I'm going to start getting in trouble for that, but it's not quite long enough for me to have it in a bun, because you can't have it in a ponytail. So I'm going to, and the buns that a lot of females wear around here are sock buns, and I'm going to have to Google, YouTube, how to do that. So when it comes to hair and makeup, I don't do much. It all has to be very natural and subtle, but I'm the wrong one to be asking about that because I'm not very good with that. And then, Bryn Marie, you made me laugh because working with polish when it came to polishing my boots, yeah, I want to show you guys my boots. So I had a hard time, I've had a hard time shining boots. It's taken me a while to get it right, and for hours I would sit there and gosh, oh my gosh. But then, Miss Creative Mom, and who else was it? She agreed with Miss Creative Mom. Oh, Retro Girly Girl. Oh, you commented a couple times, Retro Girly Girl. They were talking about using a lighter to shine your boots. And so I went ahead and I did that, and I used a lighter on my boots, and I got them pretty shiny. Shinier than I've ever had them. And mind you, this has gone through 2 duties. I've had dog duty all weekend, and I shined these, and I've already cleaned the laundry room, had water splash all over, hot water, chemicals, and then I cleaned this morning, and I've still got pretty nice shine on my boot. I even got a shine along the side with the lighter. But I've got some flaking. You're not supposed to shine the side of your boot, but I thought I would try it because you can see here where the wrinkles are. You don't shine that part because it'll just crack. So the toe is all mirrory and shiny, and there weren't any wrinkles on the side of my boot, so I thought that I could get away with shining it without getting flakes, but it flakes off on the side, so I'll have to neglect to shine that. And then the heel, I shine. So that went over really well. And when I hate something, when I hate doing something like shining boots and I complained about it, that doesn't mean I stopped trying. And I don't think anyone should ever stop trying because you can do it. Eventually you'll get it. Like if you keep trying, as crappy as you are at something, if there's anything I learned in my life is that you stay persistent with it and you keep trying, you look up different ways, you'll get there. And I've tried every single way possible. In boot camp, everyone had their own little tips and tricks to shining boots, and I could never freaking get it. I hated it. And then this creative mom and retro girly girl told me about using a lighter. So I looked up some videos on YouTube and did just as they did, and that worked for me. So I'm excited about that. Never give up. Always keep on trying. This is already 11 minutes long. Shite. This is gonna be like a series of huge videos because I took notes of all the comments. Bye. Be right back.